Dobar večer svima, poštovane gledateljice i gledatelji. Pozdravljam vas u ovaj kasni čas kada u trećoj emisiji TV Mandragora govorimo o nečem jako zanimljivom. A to je sveučilišni, odnosno fakultetski studij Ajurvede koji evo već druge godine zaredom možete upisati i u Zagrebu. Naš večerašnji gost jedan je od vodećih ajurvedskih liječnika u Velikoj Britaniji, dolazi sa Šri Lanke. Nakon što je završio Ajurvedu na sveučilištu u Kolombu 1969. dolazi u London gdje je i doktorirao. Osnivač je Ajurvedskog liječničkog udruženja Velike Britanije, a trenutačno je i ravnatelj koledža Ajurvede u Londonu. S nama je večeras profesor dr. Maruf Atik. Hello, good evening and welcome to our show.
Evening. Thank you very much.
The study of Ayurveda will start very soon in Zagreb again, and I say again because it is now the second year that students can enroll and study. Can you tell us something more about the study?
Yes, that's right. It's the second year. Last year we started our first group of students who have successfully completed their year one, and then
They did all.
They have finished, and now they are joining the second year. And now we have already another group coming in for the first year. And the College of Ayurveda has been involved from the very beginning, and the college is based in the United Kingdom in London, and we started in 1996 offering graduate level program for professionally trained Ayurvedic practitioners. And in 2000 we were registered as a government institute for training and practice in Ayurveda, and in 2005 we were working with the Middlesex University in London, which is at the moment the only university in the whole of Europe that offers Ayurvedic medicine at the practitioner level. And so we are following the same program as we offer in London for the students in Zagreb. So we have a comparable level of understanding and training. And because the program in the UK, in Middlesex and in the college, we are working in partnership with them, is based on the curriculum supplied by the Department of Ayush in India, and also taking into account the requirement for the training in the EU countries as well.
So yes, Croatia will also join the EU in like 2 years. So this program is totally according to a Bologna process.
Yes, that's right. We follow the same credit levels and the same modules, and the basis is according to them, because in UK also they're transferring into the Bologna agreement as well.
So what kind of benefits can get a student studying Ayurveda? Like somebody can ask, why should I enroll?
Yes, there are multiple levels of benefits for this students can get. At the personal level, they're studying a program which is holistic, which is based on the whole person, where we emphasize just not on the physical treatment, but also on the mind and the spirit, which work together in maintaining our health. And also that's at the personal level. And again, they can use the same principles in treating their family members, their friends, and they go beyond. They can establish themselves as practitioners, as consultants, and treat patients. I mean, they can diagnose the ailments, some of the simple ailments that they see most of the time. They can prescribe medicines, which are traditional medicines, which are based on plant, which is a whole medicine, which is locally available, most of them.
Ayurveda is Indian traditional medicine. What are differences and what are similarities with this Western kind of medicine?
It's a very ancient system of medicine, and we can trace it back to over 5,000 years. We're looking at the whole person and treating the people with what is available in nature. So it becomes part of the natural medicine and natural system. And also looking at the person not on his physical side, but also his emotional, the way he interacts with the environment. So it's environmentally friendly, environmentally safe practice, which also help to support the environment, not only the person. So we are constantly interacting between the environment and the rest of us, the whole environment. And that's the basic principle in Ayurveda. But on the other side, if you look at the Western medicine, they sort of concentrate more on the physical side. So if there's a physical ailment, they just patch it up, they treat that physical ailment, they don't go beyond that.
Only specific organs.
Exactly. It's a specific system or organ. You have a symptom, you take this medicine, the symptom will go away. But Ayurveda goes much deeper into the real cause of the symptoms, why it has happened, whether it is linked to your environment, to your emotions, sometimes your relationships with people, various reasons, or maybe bacteria. And Ayurveda doesn't deny that there are existence of bacteria, and so also. But we base is our own strength. If our inner immunity, our inner strength is strong, nothing from the outside can touch us. It's only when we become weak, whether it be bacteria or something else, can make a problem, make an ailment or illness. So we also treat at that same level, looking deeper into the person and treat the whole person, not just a system.
Yes.
That becomes the main difference between the two traditions.
We know that the traditional Indian way of life was in a way that there is no very visible border between spiritual and physical. It is all connected. So in your experience, you have a long year in Ayurveda practice. Can you see with your patients this link between their physical body and the illnesses they have with emotional and spiritual way or energy stability that they have?
Yes, it's more or less that is what we mean by the holistic nature. When we say spiritual, a lot of people think that Ayurveda comes from India, so it is a Hindu tradition. But that's different. It's not the Hindu or the Hindu tradition. The Ayurveda is a holistic system based on each individual person, as the person is. The spiritual side is the way he leads his life. You can be a very good Christian, and that is your spirituality. You don't have to be a Hindu to be healthy. And Ayurveda appeals to all races and all nationalities. Whether you are a good Muslim or a good Christian or a good Buddhist, good Hindu, it's all the same. Spiritually, no one divides what is wrong or do something different. So in Ayurveda, when we talk about spirituality, it is your own spirituality. It's not trying to transfer you to another system.
Yes.
So that is the appeal of Ayurveda internationally. Anywhere you can go with the same principle and basing on your own traditions.
The study will start on the, I guess, 25th of October.
October, that's right, yes.
So how can you inspire people to enroll? What would you say?
Yes, I think it's there to look into themselves. They have to look into themselves what they really want. In this world of crisis, in this world of unhappiness, what sort of solutions? It's a deep emotional happiness. In Ayurveda, we teach from the depth of their own self, how to heal themselves, how to be happy, how to be accepted within the environment, how to lead a safe life. So it's something which, if it appeals to them, I think it's best they think about it. And it's not difficult. It's not with something which is very esoteric or sort of the terms are very difficult. We try and simplify the terms as much as possible. They can communicate, they can understand it. So although it is an Indian study, it's based on Sanskrit, a different language. But when we teach within the European Union or within the Europe, we try as much as possible to bring it to the level where the student can understand and use it for themselves. After all, if they can't use it, it's no use of studying. Yes. So that's our major aim. It should appeal to them, and it should be useful to them. So, yes, think about it.
Yes. People can also ask, is it for me as a Westerner, would it be very difficult to learn all this? But you know that people who know something about Ayurveda, they always say it's really beautiful because the way how you put diagnostics, it's really, as you said, it's very simplified, and it's actually so logical.
Yes, that's right.
Natural.
Natural. Yes. Yeah, it's how we lead our life. We have most ups and downs, and if we sort of allow that to get collected with our emotions, with our difficulties, we don't solve the day-to-day issues. There's stress that builds up.
Stress.
Yeah, and then this leads to illnesses as we go along. And in Ayurveda, we sort of see how to deal with these stresses before it becomes a major illness.
Yes.
So in that way, they can nip it in the bud. So they don't have to wait for a big crisis to come up so they can go and see the doctor. So it sort of appeals to every level of the people. It's mainly Ayurveda is how to promote your health and how to lead a healthy, happy life. And then we have, yes, if you fail in doing that, there is a way how you can get better.
Is it true that Ayurveda also puts very high stress on preventing illnesses?
Yes, that is a major emphasis on Ayurveda. And to recognize it and to prevent it, and to prevent it from getting any worse. So in this way, you can treat in the very early stages. So you don't have to wait until it becomes a deep crisis or it's not soluble.
But even when it comes to the treatment, it is not very invasive as people might think about the medicines, that you have to cut something or, you know.
No, it is true. Because in our treatments, what we use is all natural products, which is naturally available, which we use it all every day. Half our treatment is what we use in our food. And the other half is what is necessary to improve our immune system and to fight against the changes that is taking place. And the major difference is we use the whole herb, the whole plant. A plant is a living substance. That life is also useful for our lives. And in Western medicine, they take a chemical, which is poison. And they give it to you in a very, very small dose. And then you're adding more poison into your system.
Yes, and as we are unfortunately coming to the end of the show, but I will still ask you, the time schedule for students is flexible. So they, when they study in 1 month, during 1 month, how many days do they have to participate on the lectures?
Yes, we have a particular structure which is set down by the university with the Bologna Agreement, so that they follow a structural program. And within the structure, there is certain amount of flexibility. We do every month, 5-6 days in the month. So if they can't come for a couple of days, then we give them assignments and work to do, and then we follow them up through, so we make it easier for them to do that work.
Thank you very much, Professor, and I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Hvala i vama, poštovane gledateljice i gledatelji, i evo reći ću vam samo još dakle to da ovaj studij počinje 25. listopada, ali imate dovoljno vremena da se prijavite i da se upišete. Za sve informacije koje vas zanimaju zovite na ove brojeve koji ste vidjeli večeras, a mi ćemo vas onda uputiti naravno na učilište Adrianus i centar Soma Lata gdje ćete dobiti više informacija o svemu. Želim vam laku noć.